Hi YouTube, it's Lena and I'm here today with a bronzer declutter, which normally I would like have this pointed down, but my desk is full of crap right now. So we're just gonna do it this way. I have a lot of bronzer. I kind of go through bronzer fairly quickly. So, I mean, I use up at least one full-size one a year, usually honestly two, but I still have too much. So I'm also trying to go cruelty-free, so I might declutter some that aren't, but I'm not necessarily going to base my decision just on that. If it's something I really love, I still want to use it up, but we'll get there when we get there. I have two in front of me that's kind of what I was trying to grab towards, that I know I'm getting rid of, but I figured I'd show them. The first one is this Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronzer in Queensland. It's from the, what was it called? The Game of Thrones collection. And this is like hella orange on me. Like, so orange. And I could do a warm bronzer pretty easily actually, but this, I tried it once and it looked hideous. So I will be letting that go. Another one that I was actually trying to hit pan on in this palette, it's too dark for me. It's the Cover FX Perfector Face Palette in light medium. And like the blush and the highlighter and stuff work for me, but this bronzer, and I mean, you could look at it compared to like, say, the highlight. I tried. It's a contour, really, not a bronzer, but even as just a contour, it's too dark for me. I'm tired of messing with it, so I'm going to just let that go. I'm actually going to see if my sister wants this because it's a really nice product. Like the powders are really nice and everything. It's just contour's too dark for me, and I don't want to hit pan on it and then try to give it away. So yeah. Spoiler alert, what I'm actually going to be panning next year, or I've actually already started panning it, but my goal is to finish it in 2020. It is my, let's see if I can get you out of here. My Hula bronzer from Benefit. As you can see, it already has pan. I've been working on it at least like the past 2 weeks, but I finally decided, you know what, I can't do that Cover FX thing anymore. So I don't foresee this being any problem. I know that this takes some people like 18 months to go through, and I've seen some people finish it in like 6 months. So I don't know. I already have big pan on it, so I'm hoping if I could just finish it by next December, I'll be happy. Now let's see. I do have this little bronzer and contour trio in this palette right here, this face palette, that from Physicians Formula, like this little thing right here. The packaging was obnoxious, so I took it out of the packaging and threw that away. I am keeping this, but I just wanted to make note of that. So I've decluttered two and I've kept two. And now for the big bag of bronzer that I have right here, that I believe is all of my bronzers. Cream, powder, it's everything. So I'm just gonna grab these one by one and show you what I'm keeping and what I'm not. I have used this recently and I have decided to keep it. It is the Too Faced Sweet Tea Bronzer. It is a shimmery bronzer, but it's not like obnoxious shimmery, so I like it, so I will keep it. But by the way, in case you guys don't know, I don't declutter, but I don't go into declutters with a number in mind. If I only get rid of like 2 out of my collection, that's fine. If I get rid of half, that's fine too. It's probably not gonna be half though. Let's see what else we got in here. I got these 2 big bronzers right here. And I think I'm actually going to get rid of this one. I've never tried it, but I have something else from Revolution that I would rather use. So I think I'll just get rid of this. This is the Essence Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder. I do like this, so I will be keeping it. I got this as a gift with purchase. Like I bought something from Makeup Revolution and I got this little set of makeup with it. So I do think that I will just let this go or swap it or something like that. It is the Revolution Ultra Bronzer. It looks like it might be a little dark for me, honestly, too. So we'll just let that go. Let's see. There's another gift with purchase that I think for now I'll hang on to. It's from Ulta. It just says matte bronzer on here. See, I have an actual bronzer from Ulta called matte bronzer, like that I bought. And I don't know, are these the same thing? Like here they are side by side. They don't look completely similar, but I don't want to unwrap this. You know what? I think these are probably the same thing. They're not the same grams, but I mean, this might just be in like specialty packaging. I'll just go ahead and let this one go too. And keep my actual one that is a nice bronzer. Ulta makes good products. You should check them out if y'all haven't already. Next, I have the e.l.f. bronzer palette that I got through a swap on my subscriptionaddiction.com. I haven't tried it yet, so I can't speak for it, but I do have it. So I would like to try that at some point. I have tried their blush palettes like this. The reason why I don't have them anymore is because I had similar stuff in like singles, so I decided to keep the singles rather than the palette, but they were fine. Here I have a little mini palette, the Tarte Artist Pro Glow palette. This is really nice. I would like to keep it. It does have a couple of nice highlighters in it as well. This is something I'm thinking about panning after the Benefit bronzer. This is from MAC. It is Aphrodite Shell Extra Dimension bronzer. It's from that Aquatics collection, the one that had like the little raindrops all over it. I bought this secondhand, so, because it sold out like immediately when I tried to get it. It is a fairly light bronzer, which I do like. So, I don't know why I'm swatching it. They're all just going to be like streaks of brown. Have it, I guess. One that I do think I can let go of is this Neutrogena Healthy Skin Blends Natural Radiance Bronzer. It's not cruelty free. There's nothing exceptional that I really like about it. So, and the packaging's really bulky, so makes it kind of hard to store. This I will also let go of. I've been trying to pan this year and I just don't want to use it. It is the Hard Candy Highlight and Contour Face Duo Stick. If you like this sort of thing, this is great. Like, it has the contour stick over here. It has the highlight stick here. I tried with it. I might see if my sister wants this. No, I think I'm just going to toss it because it's not that there's not a lot of product left. It's just that it is like used. Like I wore down the entire point on one end, so I don't know. I'll think about it, but I'm not keeping it. And I know I should get rid of this too because I just don't like cream contours. I'm lazy. I don't want to deal with this. So I got this in a swap, but I think I'll just let it go. It's the Jordana Sculpt and Go Cream Contour Stick. So I think I'll just let that go too. Let's see, what else we got? We got a CoverGirl palette that I'm going to hang on to. I haven't even tried it yet, and I do want to. The True Blend Serving Sculpt palette, and this is one that I actually like bought, not got as a gift with purchase, so I do want to try that. I love this bronzer. I really do, and I don't want to get rid of it, even though it's from L'Oreal. It is the L'Oreal Glam Bronze Bronzer for Face and Body. This was limited edition, but I think that they added it to the collection at some point, or something very similar to it. It's in the shade Light. It is nice and light and glowy, and if you're into that sort of thing, it's actually great for bronzing up your like shoulders and stuff too. I have glitter all over me from putting glitter in my hair today. Like, for some reason, it just rained down on my shirt. But, yeah, so I will be holding on to this, but I need to see if I can try to pan this over the next 2 years. This is a lot of bronzer, though. This is 0.41 ounces or 11.6 grams. Like, this is a lot of bronzer. All right, so we have a little mini of Hula Light right here. I will hang on to this. I think I could probably go through this really quickly, so I'm gonna hang on to that. I do like it. Like, when you swatch it, it looks like nothing, but for some reason it actually works, like blended out onto the face. I don't get it, but it works. Let's see. Okay, we have the e.l.f. Contouring Blush and Bronzer Powder in Fiji. This is like their St. Lucia thing, but just the matte version. So I will be hanging on to that. I do really like that. Let's see. I just got this. I bought it from a friend of mine. It's the Tarte Power Couple Amazonian Clay Blush and Bronzer Duo. The blush is Dollface and the bronzer is just their Park Avenue Princess, which I have gone through many of that before. So I will be hanging on to this. I do like it. I have used it a couple of times since I bought it. Here is a little mini of Bobbi Brown bronzing powder in medium 2 that I think I will just clean up and let go of because it's nothing special to me, so I don't think I need to hang on to that. Here's something a subscriber sent to me. It is the Annabelle Biggie Bronzer, and I'm not kidding, this thing's huge. Zebra Bronzing Powder. It is shimmery. It's another kind of like great thing for body bronzing, that sort of stuff. It's a little darker. When I use it, I tend to stick down here, but I do like the results, so I will be hanging on to that. Here we have something that my friend Hannah sent me from Australia, the Face of Australia Glamazon Contour Kit. So this is really a contour, not a bronzer. That I do like, and I will hang on to. I got this in a makeup swap box. This is the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil. I need to use this soon because I don't like the regular chocolate Soleil, but I wanted to see if the lighter version worked better for me. So we shall see about that. I need to put that aside and use it soon because I haven't used it yet. I've actually started keeping a bag on my desk of makeup that I bought and haven't used yet and just pull 2 or 3 things out every day that I do my makeup. And so far it's been working great. That was how I realized that I really did not like that Wet n Wild bronzer in particular. So yeah, that's a great thing that's been working for me lately. So I need to just pop this in there. Here we have the Catrice Prime and Fine Professional Contouring Palette. I'm looking at it, and because I have so many, not just bronzers, but contours, and there's at least one other contour palette that I'm going to keep in here, I'm going to let this go. It is a good product if you need something really expensive to contour with. The highlight is very natural. Like, it looks kind of shimmery, but it's very light. So if you need something like that, this is a great choice. It's just, I like a better highlight, not a better highlight. I like a stronger highlight, so I will let this go. And the final 3 things that I have are 3 palettes. And I think I'm hanging on to all 3. This is one I'm undecided on, but I haven't even tried this. I bought this and got the Revolution bronzer, I think. But it's their Ultra Contour palette. It's one of the earliest things that they started selling in the States over here, actually. So you got, you know, your contour shades, your like banana powders and stuff down here, and you got 2 little highlights on the side. So, like I said, I haven't even tried it yet. I do want to. I want to see how well it works for me. Now, if I try a couple of these later and they don't work for me, I will obviously pass them on. This is one that I've had for a while, and I do like it. It is an Ibby Beauty Highlight and Contour Palette. For the longest time, this was basically my only contour palette, if I needed something of that nature. But yeah, I do like it. I keep it. I need to start panning it, though. That is one thing. Because one of the things that I like about it is that, especially if I go in with like a light hand for this one, I could use all 3 of these shades. Like, this is more bronzer than contour for me, but yeah, I could use all 3 of these shades easily. The highlights, this one I can't really use. Like, I could use it to set my eye primer and that's about it. But the other 2 I could totally use to like blend out contour and stuff like that fine. And finally, we have this. Now, honestly, the bronzer is the thing I like the least out of this little trio, but I like the blush and highlight. So I know I kept it through another declutter because one of these I did not have a dupe for in my collection. So that's why I held onto it. So I need to go back through my highlights and blushes, see if I've since gotten anything that would work as a dupe for it, and then possibly get rid of it, but I'll just hold on to it until those. But the thing of it is, I mean, the bronzer is intense. I can't really use the bronzer in this too much. Like it's gorgeous as like an eyeshadow, but I can't wear that on my face. So that is it. Let's see how many we've gotten rid of. So this one is on kind of a maybe, but as far as actual declutters, we have 2, 4, 6, 7 powders, and both of my creams, so 9 total. And we kept, let's see, we have the, what's it called? The Benefit bronzer, we have the Physicians Formula little trio in there, and we have these 3 in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, another palette, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have at least 12 just single bronzers. So like I said, I do own a lot of bronzer. I use a lot of bronzer. So that's not that big of a shock to me. But, you know, I think not getting rid of 9 out of like 20 or so is... I probably got rid of about 40%. That's pretty good, right? So yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, I do really appreciate it. And hopefully I will see you later. Bye.